All right. Bit of Motown mood tonight. A little bit. It's funny. There's three like primary versions of that song. There's the Gloria Gaynor version, which we just listened to. There's of course the original Four Tops, and then there's Diana Ross version. And it's like the bass line is the Four Tops. That's like the regular one. And then the Gloria Gaynor version, the tempo is like super, super quick with that one. And then if you listen to this Diana Ross one, it's like way slower. Pulled back massively. Each one with their own tone. I wanted something a little quicker pace for tonight. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a little bit of Black Myth Wukong, which started like the day it came out last week, but haven't streamed it since. We've been busy with other things. Last week we finished up the main game for Half-Life 2, and thank goodness you're here. So we got a little more room to work with. This isn't going to be a game that I stream like everything start to finish, like even like plot points and stuff. So I have played a little bit on my own time, about 2 hours or so nothing too major, but boy, they threw a lot of bosses in. I feel like I fought like 3 or 4 before we got to tonight's stream. So there's been a decent amount of progress, I suppose. I did quit the game as it was like in the middle of a cutscene. So I don't know if it's going to start up at the cutscene, but I'll try to fill in the blanks as to what's going on, I suppose. Needing a spacer game? No. Well, what do you mean by that? Like a sci-fi game, or you mean like a game to go in between these streams? Because I'm still on Half-Life. We got episode 1 and episode 2 to do, and then I'm thinking of doing some Black Mesa. I was like, wait, we're already playing a game that starts with Black. Also, welcome, Akuma. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Black Mesa after I finish the episodes. We'll see how it goes. The episodes are a little on the shorter side, so we'll take a look. Maybe we can get them, like, I don't know, done in a stream or two. So we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, again, I've got plenty of games. I've already got like 4 or 5 things that I am thinking of doing coming up soon here. So we'll see how it goes. But after I finish up Half-Life, I've already got about 2 games that I want to do after that. And then when we're finished with that, we're getting pretty close. Fall is coming, so there's probably going to be even more after that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's get things booted up here, and I'll see if I can fill in the blanks as to what's going on with the story here. Nothing too much. I mean, you know, it's a Dark Souls-esque type game, so there's not like a primary focus on the story. You're definitely not going to be getting, you know, a ton of story beats, but there seems to be some kind of gang of some fashion that's kind of based themselves around this mountain that we're kind of working our way towards the top of. There's been some underlings that I've fought, one of which we ended the stream with last time, I believe, the poison snake man, and then I fought another snake man. I fought like some sort of reptile guy, and he had 2 phases. I was able to beat him on the first go, though, so that was pretty nifty. And then after that, there was like some sort of man that had the power of wind. I guess he was the leader of the gang, primarily. And he is preventing us from, like, going further up the mountain. I also found some kind of horseman. The horseman said that he's got some sort of beef with the bear, or so he called it, and then come to find out the bear is actually the weird guy with the wind powers that we fought. Again, there's not a whole lot of focus put on the story. It's kind of not super drawn out, so I can't really get any more clear than that, because I'm not sure I was really quite understanding everything myself. But basically, it seems like we beat the leader of the gang, this bear man, and we are picking up right after that. I got some sort of, like, sage ability or something, so we'll see. I need to switch the languages. There it is. Keep the subtitles on. I need to switch to English. There still hasn't been an update, and I still haven't seen a fix from any third party or anything like that of people saying that there's like some kind of way to like bump up the subtitle size. It's still super, super small. Anyway, your crew use that term for small games to play while decides on another game to play also. I got you. Nah, sometimes I'll flip-flop between a game, and sometimes I won't. It kind of depends on my mood, and I will go like on month-long blocks doing one or the other. So again, it's kind of dependent on my mood. And sometimes it's dependent on the game too. Sometimes I feel if a game is a bit too like story-rich or something like that, I will just repeatedly go back to that game over and over and over again just to see if we can get it, kind of done without losing track of what's going on. So, for instance, like all the JRPGs that we've been doing, for the most part, I will just stick with the JRPG until I finish it. But if I'm doing like an action-oriented game, like we've been doing Half-Life, I like to swap back and forth between things. I had that game, Thank Goodness You're Here, gifted to me, so I ended up doing that. We got this Sun Wukong game, so we're doing that. And we're still bouncing back and forth between the Half-Life game. And then, again, I've got a couple things coming up. I wanted to do product number 3, but I still haven't had enough time to go through and see if I can unlock the suits so I could do a hard mode run with, relative ease. Also, I'm feeling like doing a 6th gen, or would it be 5th gen? Actually, I think it's 5th gen. Like a 5th gen sort of PlayStation era specifically type game. Coin toss between Threads of Fate and Ape Escape. I'm thinking Ape Escape because I never actually beat that game, whereas Threads of Fate I've beaten multiple times, but I like it so much. And then I'm giving serious consideration to doing some Dark Souls 2 because we beat that first one. Anyway, all that introduction out of the way, let's get into the game. Again, I just beat the Bear Man, who's apparently the leader of some kind of gang here. And we got some sort of sage power that he was carrying. So it launched into a cutscene, and I'm like, I'm not quite ready for this. But then it launched into like a weird cutscene where like everything started to go like 2D animation. It was strange. Also, I gotta say the performance of this game is very good when I'm not streaming it. When I am streaming it, like I streamed it last time, it kind of dipped here and there, so I don't know what's going on in that. Join in if I do DS2. Maybe. I hate that game, like a lot. So it's not going to be a pleasurable experience by any means. But I'm feeling like I need to beat it because I've attempted to play that game and I just get like so sick of it every time I start it up. And I think a stream will help me get it done. I don't know what this is pertaining to. The bear there does sort of look like the bear boss I beat, but I don't know who this child is. Guardian bear? It's possible, I don't know. And again, all this like came out of left field. I did play a bit on my own time, but there were no like traditionally animated cutscenes in any of the parts I played through. In fact, there was very little story going on. I just got the framework of an idea, so I don't know what any of this is. dispenser. He was whipping around those cloths earlier.
Master, it still puzzles me. A monk's lust for gold should be quelled. Why does Elder Jinche still cling to that one Kasaya?
Bereft of that Kasaya, how shall they show the world their ties are cut and their lust is quelled?
Across streams, over hills, and through the black wind your blood has spilled. Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame, crash before their betters, shame. With such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish, they are swimming everywhere.
New relic obtained, Craving Eyes. Alright. When fortune forsakes you, your gold dulls to iron, yet when embraced by luck, even your iron sharpens to gold. This material can be used for crafting weapons. Oh. Boy, that was a big description for just a craftable item. There's thread, we got yarn, we got Yaoguai core. Their hearts stained by cruelty and impudence. The lesser Yaoguais can only forge immature cores within them. These could be used in crafting weapons. Fortitude of the Mountain Spirit, we've gotten those before. And a Mind Core, the mighty employ their corporeal forms as furnaces, and their essence, vigor, and spirit as ingredients to forge a potent core, which may be harnessed to craft celestial medicines. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, we did start a chapter at the beginning of the game, Black Cloud, Red Fire. I guess I do remember that, so I guess this wraps that up. A glimpse reveals a foe's might. Talent tilts to an unfair fight. Identifies the Yaoguais that bear spirits. Opportune Watcher considerably increases focus gained upon consecutive successful light attack hits. There's also Eagle Eye upon a successful hit with an Unveiling Strike. The cooldown of this spell is massively reduced. And then Keen Insight considerably increases critical hit damage. Alright. I guess those take... I don't know. I don't know what they take to upgrade. We can awaken him if we choose to do so. Thank you, Ikari. I appreciate the lurk. I'm torn between critical hit and the light. The only reason I'm like critical hit I usually don't care about, but when I was doing Stellar Blade earlier this year, the critical hit modifier was so good. Like every once in a while, you'd see like this massive chunk of damage being taken out of an enemy. And I know, completely different game, but since they share sort of similar game styles, I do wonder how effective it would be. But I think I'm going to do the light attack one for right now. I don't know what we'll need to unlock an additional attribute, if that can even be done, but I guess we'll find out later. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Alright. This is all just the crap that I got before. Yao Guai King. See, that's the one I just fought. In Guan Yin's grove, his greed won't cease. Southern tides bring no release. Schemes cloud his sight. On Bodhi Peak, he learned life's worth is peace. So I guess the kid in the cutscene was the boss that we fought, maybe? I guess. I don't know. He looked a lot older by the end of the cutscene than he did before, but seemed to have some sort of... I mean, the bear gave him the gold when he was a child. And then, even into his monkhood, he was twirling all those cloths around. So, maybe that had something to do with it. I would read through these, and my questions would probably be answered, but that's a lot of text. So, I don't know. Keeper of the Black Wind Mountain. Kind face veils his virtuous light. Benevolent eyes mask his might. To the one he grants a wondrous spell, for that's the story has yet to tell. Perhaps I will read on my own time at some point, and I will divulge the secrets. Alright. Let's go to the next chapter. Yellow Sand, Desolate Dusk, Chapter 2. Might be a whole brand new area if it's taking this long to load up. Oh wait, I hear something. I gotta say, Chinese isn't the most pleasant language to hear. That might just be me, though. How is he singing? He's got no head. It's Jet Set China. We're getting groovy. How did that happen?
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend.
It's an interesting accent to give him after singing so beautifully in that Chinese dialect.
Makes waste. I'll lend you a hand. Watch your step, eh? Get more shots and you'll be high and dry.
Alright. Interesting. We weren't here before. I know I started weird in a cutscene and everything, but where I ended last we had gameplay was at the top of the mountain that we were trying to ascend in a flaming temple, and we beat the bear man. There was no desert. There were no arrows being fired. So this all began as a bit of a mystery, I suppose. Perhaps we'll find out. Okay, well, I see the archers at least.
Stand ready. We are in dire times.
Okay, this might be tricky. What are you, some kind of rat? that too. There we go. Lesser Yao Guai. Oh, damn it. I wanted to look at it. Too slow, I guess. So I was taking a look at Dark Souls 2. I put it on my Steam Deck, and, well, I put it on my Steam... I think I talked about it before, but I put it on my Steam Deck, like, back in February or something like that, and I'm like, I could put it on here. I could play it on here. I will see about playing this game and possibly finishing it portably. Maybe I'll put in some hours before I go to bed or something like that, and I was doing all right. And then the same thing happened every time I try to play the game. Just lose interest. Surprisingly, I was doing okay on a portable console, though. I didn't expect to play it as well as I was able to. And I did do a lot of the original Dark Souls, but I also consider the original Dark Souls a lot easier than 2, so I don't know. But anyway, recently there was an update for that lighting mod. The lighting engine, I think, pretty much gets replaced with the mod. And, you know, I was seeing the screenshots. There was a lot of people doing articles on it, like, wow, this makes the game look so amazing and everything. So, hey, Ray-Bans, thank you for that raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in. We're just getting started here. We just went through a hefty amount of cutscenes, so not really too much in terms of gameplay, but we're sort of just getting started on Chapter 2 here. Let me get you a shout-out real quick. What's up, Ray-Bans? Thank you for the raid. Doing some Fortnite, I see. How did the game go? But, so, I had tried to install the mod, and I was messing around with it. The mod did say that it was for the original. It was categorized under the original. I kept trying to put it in, and then I kept taking a look at the game, and I'm like, wow, this still looks like shit. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I finally took a look on their Twitter, despite it being listed on Nexus under the original Dark Souls. When I took a look at their Twitter, everything was for Scholars of the First Sin. So I'm like, oh shit, it's the wrong version. I've got both. I hate Scholars of the First Sin, even more so than the original. Just the enemy placements. Any little change that they make, except for anything that has something to do with a shortcut, is bad, in my opinion. So, tabbed over fixing stuff. I got you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. You're on Terraria at first, but Fortnite was fun. I got you. Yeah, when the shout-out occurs, it just pulls whatever your last category was. I don't know if you ended on that or just moved straight into some Terraria, but both pretty fun games, I think. I've not played Fortnite, but, you know, I know a lot of people that do, so it's got to be fun. Terraria I love, though. I haven't played it since the latest update, but the last update I played was like the moon thing. That was still a ways back, but for a long time they didn't have any updates after that. And it's still a good chunk of game, but played it with several different friends. Very fun game. Anyway, finally I took a look and installed Scholars of the First Sin. We got a little frogman here. He's just a little tiny frogman. Oh yeah, he explodes into poison too. That's not good. And yeah, the lighting mod works on that. It looks a lot better. So I was actually sort of impressed when I finally saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, that does look pretty good. So I'm tempted to do that. Even though again, I really hate a lot of the new enemy placements and additional features, quote unquote, that they do with that version. Just to kind of see the game in a different light, quite literally, I think it would be worth kind of going through it. I wanted to see, and I only saw one, there might be something else provided by somebody else, but I wanted to see if there was some kind of mod you could put in to restore the original enemy placement and spawn points and all that. And there was, but it hasn't been updated since 2020. And it seems to conflict with the lighting mod, because every time I tried to install it, the game would just crash. So, I don't know. Could be one of those things, like maybe if I try to install it first and then the lighting mod, perhaps it will work then. Not 100% certain, but I guess it might be worth trying. So before I actually get into streaming that, even if I even do, I'm not super committed, but I do think it would probably help me get through the game to actually have it on stream. But anyway, it might be worth taking a look at. If I get that done, I'll probably do that. So it'll technically be the Scholars of the First Sin version, but the enemy spawns and everything will be just like the original. How'd you get up there? We're getting a little laggy. I think it's mostly the particle effects. It seems to kick up whenever that happens. So I might take a look at toning those down. Again, this game plays fantastically when I'm just playing it on my own. Oh, the ray tracing is... well, actually, I've had it very high before. It didn't seem to affect it all that much. Maybe we'll turn those visual effects down low. See how that works. Last resort, I think, for me is turning the actual resolution down to 1080. I'll see if that might fix any sort of choppiness, but yeah, I think it's whenever these particle effects start kicking up. This already seems a little better. So. Of course, we weren't having problems with the frogmen in the water. Ah, a big frog. Oh, shit. I forgot they attack from behind like that. Whoa, that was a bad one. That sucks too, is I haven't found any sort of... I can't get up there either. Any sort of shrines or anything. Oh shit. Oh, so one of the other things, I forgot that I have like some abilities that we didn't have last time either. Boy, this sucks. Not only is there a lot of particle effects in there, but I think like the fact that you're in the water and then it has like some sort of electrical discharge, it just like makes everything bad, basically. But anyway, I went back to some of the previous areas. Fought the big body, big head man. So he was taken care of. I don't remember if we got anything. Oh no, I think we got like another 4 mobility. So like there's like a lot of these mini bosses that we keep coming across, but there was the frog that we fought earlier from the previous stream, and you could turn into a frog and whip your tongue around. And then we fought Poison Snake Man, and you can turn into him and make poison snakes come out and shoot poison bolts at enemies, which I tried to do at the last second there. And then there was the wolf Yao Guai that we had fought kind of pretty early on, I think. Like, it was before any, like, the major bosses. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I could do this battle. So I moved on from him. But I went back and I fought him and beat him. And you can take his form and you can actually, like, play as him for an extended period of time. It's not just, like, a single move. So with that, I was trying to play as him for a minute there. He does inflict, like, fire damage, which is pretty nice. And then there, I was trying to think if there's somebody else that I might have fought. I don't think so, but still, I got some decent abilities. There was also an ability I got from the bear guy, and you can sort of like transpose yourself into a different area on the map. You get like a brief second to like astral project yourself, and then return to your corporeal form for a minute. So, I don't know. I'm sure it'll come up with the kit once I really start getting into the gameplay here. Give me a sec, because I'm actually going to shut my window and stuff, but I will be right back. What the hell? Yeah, my mic got muted there, but I think the game crashed. Yeah, no, we're no longer in the game. Probably wasn't intentional to, like, exit as soon as I die. Did this game crash before? I don't remember it doing that before. You only live once. Yeah, it was like right after I died. I mean, I guess it probably crashed when it was trying to load up the previous area, but I had some like weird setup when we streamed this last time too. I don't know, take a peek at the old stream recording I have of that and see what I had on, because at least last time, you know, everything worked pretty okay. It's like when we loaded up a new area or when there was like a new enemy that spawned in, sometimes there'd be a little hiccup. But even with all that like shrubbery and foliage and everything, there wasn't a whole lot of stuttering going on, and the game wasn't crashing. So I'm willing to think maybe that it's probably something on the graphics settings end, but at the same time, it could just be like this region or something like that. I don't know. If it happens off stream, if it does, boy, that would really suck. See, it's got like really smooth. Maybe GeForce Experience knew what to do all along. Even with all those enemies like firing arrows at me, I'm like not getting any lag or anything like that.
Cunning foe! You dare! Right there! Nice foe!
Damn it. I just really need to get to that guy because I think he has long range or something. That one's got fire. Okay, this is gonna suck with all those archers. Whoa!
Surely you will pay.
Okay. He just exploded. There's still a little bit of a stutter here and there, but the performance is a lot better. I think going into GeForce Experience and choosing whatever the default settings were with that ended up being a better bet than letting the game decide. I don't know what could have been causing it, though. I don't know if it was like the ray tracing thing or if it was like DLSS. Something odd. It was giving like complications, though. Wow, jeez. It's a lot of arrows, I guess. It's not like a ton of other areas I can go, though. It's either we got like these major battles in front of us, or I don't know, there's like all these little dead ends. Oh, hey. He came down to me. Oh, I see the meter for his shield. Come again? Okay, yeah, this is a lot better. This is like really closer to what it was like when we first started streaming the game. Thank you, GeForce Experience. Is that a lobster? Oh no. The specific angle I saw it at looked weird. More water and stuff down there. Oh. Not willing to jump, eh? I guess I don't blame you.
Who goes there?
Me,
Take him down.
the monkey.
My king's gift.
Guess I wasn't sure where that wind-up was going. Okay, so there... Oh, I had something completely different chosen. Oh, that's right, I switched so I could possibly get the long-range attack. They're kind of different stances, but they only affect your heavy attack is the only thing. So it doesn't really affect your attacks as a whole, because mostly you're just doing like the fat, quick slashes and such.
Time to die, sneaky monkey.
Let's see if I can sneak past these big guys, maybe. Well, there's a lot of archers elsewhere. The hell is that? Earthwolf. Oh god. Why are they? There's all these mini bosses everywhere. I'm good. I just want to look around and I just want to kill some archers. I'm stuck on something.
Proven true is my foresight. A grip.
Oh shit.
Wise craft.
All these enemies got some kind of speech before you get into interacting with them. And by interacting, I mean like bashing their heads in with your staff. Alright, I gotta figure out the placement for all these archers. I gotta take them out before anything else. Because they're, really messing with me. I thought that was an enemy for a second, got freaked out. They ain't jiving with my groove.
That misstep will be your
Okay. One guy down.
time to die.
Yeah, what sucks about most of these guys, though, is that it's like I could take them out, sure, but I'd have to do all this shit in like one run. Because by the time I'm ready to probably take out some of the rest of them, it's like I'll likely be low on health and heals. I hate leaving that willpower behind, too.
We'll rise again. You dishonored my king.
Whoa! Whoa! Where'd you come from? I do like that I can fight in this game without having to lock on to enemies, which is nice. I mean, typically with this style of gameplay, I tend to like to lock on to enemies, but it is handy on some occasions to be able to freely move about. I felt like with Stellar Blade, it was really hard to hit maybe certain enemies, but just kind of in general, hit enemies that were not, oh damn, locked on. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. I was used to them just shooting individual bolts. I didn't think one of them would shoot multiples at me. But that was like probably one of my few criticisms with it, was that if you wanted to engage anything in combat, you pretty much had to lock on at all times. And it, you know, it was easy once you get locked on and you're switching between enemies, but sometimes you just kind of want to like branch off and go hit something over here real quick. And then come back and, you know, fight something else. But, yeah, not the easiest thing to do with Stellar Blade.
Who goes there? Take him down.
You're the only one over here, sir.
Time to die, sneaky monkey.
I will say, despite the problems that we were having earlier, which seem to be gone, it doesn't seem like I'm having those issues anymore, but the problems that we were having earlier aside, this map is a little better, I think, than the previous area. I wasn't too fond of the mountain top. It was super linear, which is fine, you know, if it's a well laid out map, but I don't know. It just kind of felt like there was a bunch of stuff just thrown around without any really rhyme or reason, sense of logic in the level building. Very randomly placed trees, not really a whole lot of decent paths. That's just an invisible wall over there, I guess. There's a lot of stuff like that, too, previously, where it just kind of seems like there is not a clear-cut end to the level. So I would definitely say that the level design is probably the weakest aspect of this game so far. The other thing is the music. Sometimes the music kicks in, and it's like during the boss battles and stuff, the music mixing was like really low. To the point where I actually had changed the settings, and I don't usually do this, but I put the dialogue like super low. Well, respectively, I put it like at 75, which I almost never do. And I put the sound effects like at 50 or something outrageous like that. Just to kind of hear the music better, because it was mixed so low that I couldn't even hear it. I don't know if like developers are like just ashamed of the soundtrack or what, but they specifically designed it where you couldn't hear the damn thing. So there isn't like a constant backing track though, which I guess is typical with a lot of From Software type stuff. But just in comparison to Stellar Blade, since we most recently played a similar type of game, which was that one. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the fact that that game had such a strong soundtrack. So much variety with it, too. Definitely appreciate that more than just the occasional boss theme and something else. Okay, goddamn, finally. Why'd you lock onto that one?
Now taste this.
Fighting on an incline, not that great. Okay, I think that's all the archers taken care of. I'm curious, we came up quite a ways. If there's like a shrine or something up here. I'd hit it up, I wouldn't rest at it, but I'd hit it up if there was. I'm not seeing any like sparkly doodads, so. Oh, there's a chest. Yagwai core. Oh, we needed, we got 4 of them. I think we needed 1 to get that weapon. Yeah, sparkly doodads. I don't know what they call them. I don't know if it's a will-o-wisp or what, but like the trail that leads you to the next shrine when you're inside of it. I think I got pretty much everything covered around here. I could go pick up that willpower that was just sitting on that rooftop.
Stay back. Be gone.
Why?
Move. Now. Stop poking around here. If them 2 heads lay eyes on us, we're both done for.
2
Our
heads?
misfortune back home has led us to exile. We'd hoped to rebuild with the Rat Sage's guidance, but
Oh, the Rat
I saw
Sage.
that vanguard of his feasting upon. Our king has lost his way. Escape was the only choice. The 2 heads are the best fighters.
But now, they are hunters of their own kin.
We'll starve hiding here. Let's get out and get this over with. Why are you still here? Don't put me in danger. Be off.
Is there somebody else in there? It's like the voice acting got really different all of a sudden. Okay, I don't know what the 2 heads are. Is it literally like a person with 2 heads, or is it like 2 fighters? Oh no, it is 2 heads. Okay, I was like, there was that big guy down there. He does have 2 heads. But he's also got like a number of minions. Boy, there's a lot of shit around here that wants to kill me. There's the, what do they call it? The land wolf? There's the land wolf over there. There's the 2 heads down there. Both of them seemed kind of bad. I'm content with just like looking around for right now and seeing if there's any other like little minions I can fight. That's what I was afraid of. Where's he? Oh, there he is. Who was talking?
Please, this is not necessary. Please untie me.
Shit, there's somebody over there. I don't know if going over there will instigate something I can't get out of, though. That's my biggest fear.
Good sirs, I just want a word with your king.
Hello, good sir. Oh, it's the horse guy.
Go. Leave. I don't need your help.
Okay, I briefly mentioned him before, but there was a horse guy that I met in a cave, and he was talking about he wanted to meet with the gang leader that was the bear man, but I guess something happened that didn't make it all work out. It's a new ability I don't need. That is locked. I think we're good on everything else.
Fate binds us, sir. From the Black Wind Mountain to here, we meet again. Those rats. They tied me up on sight for no reason.
Oh, what is that?
Joking, they'd prepare me for their king's table. This place crawls with Yaoguais eager for a bite. But don't worry. If they bite into me, they'll bite more than they can chew.
I didn't notice the giant tornado in the background.
This place is a jumble of rats and cats, all at each other's throats.
I haven't seen any cats yet.
The Yellow Wind Sage keeps silent. How odd. Who would swear fealty to such a king? Let's make haste and go. Never linger at a peril such as this. Just leave. These rats are no match for me. I can make my own way out.
Yeah, I mean, you're still tied up. You were asking to be untied. Was that just like out of courtesy, or do you actually need help?
You are a skinny one, but these rats aren't picky eaters. Flee. The quicker the better. I won't die here with my task undone. There are too many eyes around here. We'll meet again if fate wills it.
Yuki Arata Jin, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. One of the other things I noticed, because when I was playing on my own time, I was playing with the Chinese dub, and I was noticing there were more people that had like vocal effects on them, and that didn't seem to be the case as much with the English dialogue. At least on the Yaoguai's part. I guess he's still got a voice effect on him, though. Mr. Horseman. Yeah, I'm good on the Earth Wolf for right now. I'm just looking around. I'm gonna jump on the rooftop here, see if I can take out one of those smaller rat men, and then maybe I'll take on the 2 heads, see what they're like. Thank you for getting that. Man, I swear I put in a new term to try to block that out, but I don't know if they're using something that's not an O or a specific letter or what. Still got a mage somewhere. Oh, this one.
Unending
No, 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 no. Shit. Okay. At least it's not a 2-on-1 anymore. Still haven't really seen his moveset because last time we tried to fight him, the game crashed, so... I don't know what this guy's capable of. I think he's the one... Alright, maybe not. Like I say, I think he's the one creating fire, which he is, but I was wondering if the other one made smoke. Shit. Okay, yeah, I'm not interested in fighting two at once. He's already got 2 heads. It's more than enough for me. That's a damn shame. I thought I took care of all the... Oh, wait a second. There's 2 heads, so there's 4 heads. You know what they say, 4 heads are better than 1. Yeah, this is not a good situation. I guess it's more of a common enemy than a mid-boss like I was thinking it might be. Well, given that, I either need to corner one off and just try to fight one at a time a little bit better, because I didn't know that there was that second one there, or I might just go after the Earth Wolf instead. Let's see what we could do with that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the shrine. We'll go ahead and rest. Eliminate all my progress that I made, but at least I got the items and stuff, so that's nice. But I do want to see if I can make that weapon. That's weird, you have to press A to do that. Okay, so we can. Nice. Up the attack by 10 points, plus we get a critical hit chance upped by 4%, so not bad. Cool. I don't suppose we got any silk last time we were out and about, did we? Oh, we did, but I need more will. I guess that weapon took a lot. Well, we'll see about beating one of those bosses. There was a area it looked like we could go further out towards over this way, too. I guess I just kind of was ignoring this. Who are you?
You come at a good moment.
I'm right here.
One of my formulas was swallowed by a petty frog. Stay and help. A deity like myself will not short you.
Deity? I thought he was just a regular, like, wolf Yao guy, but I guess he's a fox. Yeah, right. Oh, is it that one? Ah, shit. Yeah, I guess we could potentially deal with this guy, too. Damn. Okay. I got the stamina buff, but I guess it doesn't buff when it does, like, a full chest bump like that. Also not used to using that technique. I pretty much do the staff slam and that's it. sure we'll end up dying here. When I go back to the shrine, I think I'm going to change the wine variety too. Just because this, like, slowly increasing one isn't exactly working for me. At least not during a boss battle, yeah. I need something a little more immediate. If I can avoid most of those projectile attacks and then like that quick slam he does, and I think we could do a little better, but yeah, easier said than done and all that. Okay. Oh, I don't have the, that's probably part of why it wasn't working as good. Oh, I guess that's why we have multiples of the same ingredients, too. But, yeah, I usually have that defense buff when I heal as well, which may or may not be significant. Just in my mind, when he turns around like that, I'm thinking I'm catching like a lucky break. But no, he's just doing his ass backwards attack. I dodged most of those. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That was bad. Hey, we did it. Wow. Got yarn and silk and something. Got a tadpole. That's pretty cool. Long Li Gu Ba. The swollen belly, strange skills arise. Frogs croaks can summon thunder cries. No long needed to call the breeze. In shallow waters, frogs songs please. I think I got it for you.
Oh, how wondrous! You could. Man follows earth, earth follows sky, sky follows Tao, Tao follows nature. These common pills, I grant you, Hereafter, you may craft more yourself at the shrines. I must retrieve a furnace forthwith. Pray forgive my departure.
Evil repelling medicament. Freaky looking guy. Yeah, well, his teeth bore like a lot, so that was weird. But also his eyes were kind of freaky, so there was also that little aspect, that little tidbit. Alright, well, we got one mid-boss down, so that's nice. Oh, we can make medicines now. Interesting. Let's see what we got. Mortal. Oh, these are all mortal medicines. We have an amplification to increase critical hit chance, increase damage. That's nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've been getting like the mushrooms and a lot of plants and stuff, which we didn't really seem to have any use for, so that's what all this goes into. Focus for a short duration. Instantly remove shocked state. Haven't seen that, I don't think, even when fighting the frog boss, but might come up at some point. Some of these, okay, yeah, were available in the shop too, so we could have bought these. Upon use, increases damage reduction for a long duration. Okay. That's not bad. I think we can hotkey this stuff too, because I know there's the... See, I only thought there was like the 4 different types though, but yeah, there's all these. Okay, so that works. I wasn't aware I had any like to begin with. So it's all pulled up with the right trigger. Got it. I tend to ignore them. I was having this discussion with Scoob before on one of his streams. I think when he was playing Stellar Blade, but it's like when it comes to consumables, I'm very hesitant about using them. I'll use them occasionally, sometimes if there's a big boss, especially if there's a boss that I'm replaying multiple times. I will tend to use items more frequently during those. With Stellar Blade, we got into a bit of trouble because I was using the WB pumps a little bit too frequently by the end there, especially when we were facing off against the Elder Natiba or whatever. No, the Mysterious Natiba, whatever it was. The one that was Raven. And I had to retry that boss battle so many times that I ended up getting close to almost using all of them, so... Those are usually my biggest fear when it comes to consumables, that I might end up needing it a little bit later. It usually tends to be that I'll wait until the very end of the game, or when I feel like the end of the game is close, and I'll use them a little more frequently there, but generally not before that. I remember when I played, when I streamed Devil May Cry, I played it for the first time on stream, and I had barely used any items. If, like, I had died, I wasn't using any resurrections, nothing to up my attack or defense or whatever the items were. And that final battle with Virgil, it's like, alright, time to use them. And I whipped out everything. A couple people were like, you've trivialized the boss fight because you have all your items. I'm like, well, that's what they're there for. I could have used them during normal gameplay, but I decided to use them on the final boss. Shouldn't matter.
My kind of sport.
Boy, kind of sport. Oh, okay, so they do breathe out smoke. Shit. See, this is what I didn't want to happen. If I'm fighting one beefy, two-headed rat man, I only want to fight like him and him alone. I don't want to fight like additional rat men on the side. And I wish I got iframes with that special, because those heavy attacks sometimes take a second to execute. He's stuck over there. Maybe see about taking out the archers. It'd be good if I could lure him over here, because the archers have a range. I don't think they'll fire at me from this point. Question is, will the other rat man come after me? Shit.
Top off his head! And his other head too.
Okay. I took a lot of damage there, even though I was close to full health. I did not realize that when you transform and do those special moves that you still take damage, even in your transformed state. I usually use them during boss battles, no problem, but I guess I've gotten lucky during the boss battles and have not gotten hit before. So, that's a shame. Oh well. I guess basically during any sort of move or transformative state, regardless of what it is, whether it's going to be, you know, like a split second to execute or what, you're still potentially going to take damage. It doesn't seem like there's any iframes except for the dodge, which kind of sucks, but, you know. That's how the devs want to make their game. I'm not going to challenge them on it.
Time to die.
He did take a decent amount of damage, so I'm pretty sure I could get this done. I don't even know if he's going to end up being like a one-time enemy. Oh, God. Every once in a while, all those archers just unload everything on me. Oh, hey. I didn't even realize this was here. What is this? Laurel buds, drinks and soaks. Okay, if we could get a similar situation going on here.
I see no traitor. I see a foe.
Okay, he did that before and I wasn't prepared for it. Okay. Shit. Every other enemy just seems to have some sort of kamikaze stance attack featured with them. It sucks. Well, that's one down. Looks like we could open a gate here too. That's nice. A gate to a boss. Should have known.
Son, I hear you loud and clear. How can I not know your sufferings? But before our master returns from the valley, we've got to tough it out. Tough it out to survive. The lads went out to see the altar the other day. Said it's stinking worse than ever. And covered in bones. not for men or livestock, but listed in the remains of our kin. Curse that furry jackass! Ooh, just wait. Wait until Master hears about this! Hush! Hush, you fool! Our restoration. We can't say it out loud now. Oh, your poor brother hadn't... What's that smell? Aye, that's fresh meat. Delivering itself all the way to this dump for our lunch.
I'm not ready for this. I gotta fight both of them. One's a mole and one's like a rat. Yeah, he hits hard. Well, it's like... I don't know. I mistimed every single one of those. Yeah. Well, they seem more like an authentic boss, whereas like the two-headed rat things are just like a hard enemy. They're not even a mid-boss or anything like that. And then there's the Earth Wolf. So it's kind of like what I said at the beginning of the stream. It's like they just, you know, boss battles are usually the funnest parts of these games, but still they're really heavy-handed with the big-time boss fights, or even just the mid-bosses. They're just like everywhere. But having just fought the two-headed rats and opening up the gate, I guess I was kind of hoping that maybe there'd be a little more to explore than just getting into another big boss fight. It does look like the two-head that we beat is gone, though. So I guess once you beat him, you take him out permanently. Makes it a little easier to trek across. Obviously, we've seen the rest of these regular rat people come back time and time again, so yeah, you're always going to have to deal with them. But, I mean, taking out one of the threats is nice. I'm going to work through this area, I think, clear it out of any standard enemies and see if I can fight this guy. What worries me is, I think over there is where those archers are. I don't think there's anything over here that's going to bother me necessarily, though, so we might be okay. Shit. I know he was coming after me. I thought I had more time, though. Get used to his moves. Lots of quick lunges and strikes. I think the only range thing he has is those roars. And they're on short range. I mean, his strikes close a gap quick enough, so... I'm impressed with the radius he has with those strikes. It's like the slowest attack he's got, that one where he like drags his head across the floor, and it's like the one I can't manage to dodge. Got it. Little charred lizard there. Not bad, not bad. Blood of the Iron Bull. I feel like I've gotten that before. Earth Wolf Spirit. Thank you. This guy's still trying to attack me. He's been trying to attack me for like the entirety of that battle. I guess the archers are too. They're an angry bunch. Oh, good. Horseman got away. I didn't really even look over here. It's like I talked to him and then I immediately went back. Oh, we can open up this. This shouldn't lead to a boss battle. I think this is a shortcut. Oh, shit. Now taste this. Why is this one blue? Why are you blue? This has increased defense. Oh shit, increased offense too, base, apparently. Alright. Well, at least we took out the boss in the area, that's fine. Could be something like, well, no, I guess not. I was thinking in like Bloodborne when they, like, an enemy will steal your blood or whatever, and they become like an enhanced version of the enemy. You have to beat them. But it's been a while since we've died to anything over there, so... He's still just hanging out over there. I think it's just like an enhanced enemy for the sake of there being an enhanced enemy. But he wasn't there before, so I don't know. Unless I missed him. Good lord. Fired a bolt or something and shook the screen. Really? Gonna follow me all the way out here? Blood of the Iron Bull. Boy, he gave us the same material that we got from the Earth Wolf. I guess he was just like a really souped up enemy, a rat archer. We got his spirit. Now the spirits we can equip here, right? Take the form of rat archer. Load and shoot arrows several times in succession, dealing damage multiple times. I mean, it's effective because I've seen it work against me, so I wonder how effective it would be against the boss. I mean, this is the thing that we do to use our fire. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Never mind. Yeah, I'm completely wrong about that. I thought it was what I used to get the form of the wolf guy that gives us the double-bladed sword and the fire attacks, but that's something completely different. This is what gives us the poison man with his poison snakes. Guang Mao. It's a wonder why I haven't memorized that name. When I fought Big Head, Big Large Man, I got his spirit, and I think he just... Look, we go watch a demo. I think he just smashes his head in the ground. Which I guess for a quick attack, that ain't bad. But I don't know if I want to like use that as a move. I like the poison idea because I like the idea of potentially poisoning an enemy, but I rarely seem to actually be able to do that. The flurry of bolts, though, I mean, it does a lot of damage to me. It might do a lot of damage to a boss or something. There's a wolf assassin, which I don't even remember getting this. Throws knives at a distance. There is the Earth Wolf, which does that charging move that I could not dodge. So that might be good. Small amount of additional focus on hit. Moderately reduces stamina cost for staff spin. Oh, you know what? Those are good against the archers. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing it's good against, though. What are the other bonuses? Increases critical hit chance. Considerably increases defense. That's interesting. That's just from the equip. Yeah, that's just from the equip. 20 points from that. Holy shit. I think we might have to start looking at not the effect of the immediate attack, but maybe of the bonus it gives us. 3% ain't bad for crit increase, but 20 points in defense? That's not bad at all for like a permanent while we have it. An increase like that while this is equipped. I think I'm going to go with the big head man. Wandering Walter White, I think is what they called it. What are these tigerish sounds? Doesn't appear to be anything in there. I don't seem to be able to get on top of it either, so... Oh, there's also a well? I don't think I can get in there either. And sometimes I'll look at like the area, it looks really good. Like I looked at that well, I'm like, wow, with that lighting and everything. I think the lighting engine in this game is excellent. Probably one of the more impressive ones I've seen since Red Dead Redemption 2. And then the texture work is pretty good. So just the combination of the two really makes the visuals pop. I think I mentioned this last time, but sometimes the shadows get really, really deep. I don't know if that's like a conscious decision or if that's like an HDR thing or what. But sometimes I'll be standing in a shaded area and it's just like pitch black. Which I guess sometimes is what you want. It's what you want with a movie. I don't know if it's what you want with a game, though, to decrease visibility to 0. Sucks to suck.
Proven true wisdom.
Damn. Get a little bit of range on that attack, but not enough. Oh, I was like, is that a pizza? Actually, I don't think he came from anywhere. I think he's just standing there. No, I had to sneeze. All right, Grandpa. Calm yourself.
A duel in the corner. My kind of sport.
Let me see if I can lure this guy over here. I mean, there's a shitload of archers, but if I can get him on his own and kill him, we kind of get rid of him.
Take him down.
I guess I forgot these guys are still active. You know what I said about fighting on an incline. Ha! Hit your own little buddy here. Oh boy, he caught fire with that. Cool, okay. We got him out of the way. So now we've cleared out most of the hard guys. I think it's pretty much just the boss from this point, because I don't think there's anything else around here. Pretty much looked at all of it. Not that I think I want to go after him like right now. I think I'm going to hit up the shrine first, but looking off in the distance, look, oh, there's a chest up here. I think all those archers are permanently gone. It was just the blue one that was lingering.
Impressive.
And I don't think he's around here anymore. Thank you. Tiny piece of gold and a small piece of gold. Why didn't the point thing pop up? Who did that? That was Mythical. What's up, Mythical? I might need to restart my browser. There we go. How are you doing tonight? Okay. Brew. What do we got? Oh, that's right. Out of one of those chests. Oh, funny. I was just talking about RDR2. Use the gourd to moderately increase damage reduction for a short duration. Well, we can increase defense for a short duration or increase damage reduction for a short duration. I wonder which one is better or if they even out. Everything else I don't think matters as quite as much. Let's take a look at the armor situation. I think we got a couple... Well, we definitely got more will, so that's something. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I think we got the full set now. Cool. You have to see the appeal of 60 FPS. PC's averaging 75 on PC, and you're digging it. With Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, with Red Dead Redemption, I had, I think I had gotten the Xbox Series X, just so I could play it to what I thought was going to be like the best possible way at the time. You gotta remember back then it wasn't available on PC. It was like that, or you could get it on Xbox One, or... Oh, no, I had the Xbox One X at the time. Boy, that was a while ago. Yeah, I guess RDR2 was back in like 2018 or something. But, yeah, it was only available on consoles, so you had like the Xbox One, Xbox One X, or you had PS4 or PS4 Pro. I don't think the PS5 was out yet. No, it wasn't. Not back then. So, I had bought the Xbox One X specifically, and I did not have the Xbox One, so but I had specifically bought that console so that I could play Red Dead Redemption in like the best possible way. I think it kind of hit 60 in some areas. Speaking of 60 frames, I don't think we're getting it here. Oh. There's something in my eye too. How did I use all my wine? Oh, did I not? I didn't rest. I think that was it. That's what it was. I was like, I only used it twice. I'm so used to like interacting with the quote-unquote bonfire being what like replenishes your spells and everything. Your spells and your flask and everything else. That I forgot to hit the rest button, so I didn't actually get a recharge in the wine. Yeah, we had we had fought like a lot of stuff beforehand. I was kind of clearing the area so that I could make the route a little safer to jump back to, and it ended up working sort of against me. I'll turn the resolution down a little bit. It just occurred to me, I think when we went in, I mean, this might affect it too, but I think when we went in and we did the GeForce settings, like it optimized all the settings, and it did a better job at optimizing than it did just going into the game, because optimizing the settings in games put everything at high. But with GeForce, it was a little bit more varied. But I think I still put it at 4K, which I do not need. fell for that last time. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the abilities are pretty grand. I do dig it. There's a little bit of stance switching. It incorporates a number of things. You know, every time I see somebody talk about any sort of game that's like an action RPG, they're like, oh, it's just Dark Souls. Or Elden Ring is the thing nowadays. When I was playing Stellar Blade, somebody came in here like immediately bitching. They were just like, why does every game have to be Elden Ring? And I'm like, have you played the game? If you played the game, you would know that it's nothing like Elden Ring, outside of like very minimal things. But this game actually blends a decent amount of game mechanics into it. Oh look, the little man has come down. Oh, we got him. Wow. Boy, we did a shitload of damage with that one attack. Again, how are you talking, sir? Oh. He just came in for like a little musical interstitial and then left. I guess that's cool too. Inspiration not allowed these days. Yeah, it's the thing is that you have basic standards and practices when it comes to gameplay. So if you try to do something similar, you know, a lot of people will naturally gravitate and try to compare it to something they already know, but it's like based on the way games are made. I mean, it's the same thing with like films as well. It's just like there's certain techniques that you do once they're introduced into the mainstream. So it's like when it comes to, you know, a lot of these action RPGs, it's like you tend to have kind of like the respawning enemy mechanic and the bonfire mechanic and the something that's similar to the Estus Flask mechanic. And that's pretty much where most of the games will kind of carbon copy something from a software game. But everything else, I mean, from a lot of these games that I've been playing, and I've been going out on a limb and trying them. I mention it a lot, but Lies of P, Stellar Blade, and this one now, it's like I want to see what they do with it. And it's like it's got those baseline mechanics, but each one feels pretty unique. And not even unique amongst themselves, but like unique amongst other games as well, just like in a grander sense. So there's similarities, and you can definitely tell where inspiration is taken from several different games, but nothing feels like an exact carbon copy of something. I don't think there's anything we can make. That is true. I guess when a guy is walking around with no head, there's not exactly a whole lot he could do to explain himself. Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot. the DMC and the RE4 effect. If there's a big popular game that everybody knows about, no shit. Everything that comes out after that takes some inspiration from it, people are gonna say it's trying to be a copy of. And it's like back in the day, that was a valid thing because, you know, sometimes you'd have people just straight up taking the engine from one game and putting it into their game. With Doom, for instance, you know, there was a ton of Doom clones, and that's literally what they were because they were building off of the Doom engine. So it's like, yeah, the game is very similar because it's using the exact same form, but when it's like something that's just, you know, employs the mechanics of it's not a carbon copy, it's not a clone or anything like that, but people will still compare it regardless and say it is. But it's gonna keep happening. I feel like there's been a much more negative reception, and it's either like people that are like on From Software side and they're angry that people try to, you know, apply game mechanics from the games. They're like, well, they're just trying to copy the better game. Or it's like people that hate From Software. They're like, why does everything have to be with Dark Souls or Elden Ring? So it's like both sides of the fence are just equally outraged. And they don't need to be. What do you want, Ratman?
Oh. A life for a life. He must pay.
What'd you do? What'd you summon? Oh. First Prince of the Flowing Sands. It just looks like a bigger version of him with more hair.
Your brother's gone. Help me and atone for your past now. No! Are you mad? Go and hunt the monkey. I'm your father.
Guess I didn't count for much. Gonna be there when Street Fighter 2 got popular, and here the why are those games now popular? Yeah, it's gonna happen. More frequently than people like to admit, I guess, but there's always gonna be something out there that creates some kind of trend. Almost had to sneeze. Centipedes? Uh-oh. We've seen what centipedes do in Sekiro. And there's been so many people that try to copy the formula, and like not be able to do it. Sometimes they'll try to do something different with it. I think there's like that Remnant series, and it's like those use Souls mechanics, but it's also has a focus on like long range weapons, so that's kind of unique. I remember when Neo came out and people were saying that that was a clone of Dark Souls. In fact, what the hell was Red Letter Media's gaming channel? It was just Rich and Jack, but I forget. But I remember they reviewed it and they were like, well, this is just a worse Dark Souls. And it's like, no, but it's not Dark Souls at all. It's I don't even remember. I don't like what in Neo was Dark Souls like. Like, even on a superficial level, it felt so different, but it is like, it's a lot closer to like a Ninja Gaiden. camera, I guess. The moment you attack, it's a different game. I know, yeah, that was a thing. I think that's why a lot of people were like, had to get used to it at first when it first came out. A lot of people didn't like the first Neo. Second Neo got much more positive reception, but a lot of people didn't like the first Neo because I think probably they were expecting it to be like Souls, but like the gameplay felt so different. Like so different. It's like nothing like Dark Souls. I couldn't even understand that criticism. But yeah, I remember watching their channel of it and them doing a review of it, and they were criticizing it for trying to copy the Dark Souls trend, and I'm like, this game is nothing like that though. I don't even know where your people are coming from. Like this guy, he's pretty cool looking. Oh, those physics, I'll give you a little bit of a stutter. I guess these are bats. And you can't shirk on this game for having a lack of enemy designs or varieties, because there's been a shitload of them. We have exited Ratland and we have entered Batland. Oh wait, no, we still got rats. But they're like real rats, and they're not like rat men. There's a few intimidating things in here. Not far, because they showed gameplay footage. They played it a bit. I think their channel's still up. If you want, it's like an infuriating channel because they're such surface level gamers. It's funny. I like Red Letter Media well enough. I don't agree with them on like 50% of the things that they talk about, but I find them relatively entertaining. But when they had the gaming channel with Jack and Rich, it's like I'd pop into their Twitch live streams every now and again when they did something, or I'd watch some of their uploads and they had something on YouTube, and I think they still have them up there. I don't think they took down the channel entirely. But God, their every game review was so bad. Conan O'Brien had a better game review like segment that was a little bit more better on the analysis, grading a game for what it was and not what it's perceived to be. Rich and Jack were like, again, is like infuriating because they were such like on the surface. They never really went in depth with any of their reviews, and they also didn't have any in-depth knowledge outside of a very limited mind frame of what they already knew. But they did show gameplay footage. I remember specifically with the Neo one, and it wasn't very far. There was like the Electric Lion type boss, which was fairly early in the game. I remember being at the end of a level. It's like a level where there's like a bunch of pagodas, and it's like kind of heavy on the rainfall. And I remember that. I think that was like the latest in the game I remember their footage being, and that's not too far into it. Oh, good, a shrine. I don't really want to go fight that boss just yet. I mean, we just came out of a boss battle. I would like to kind of explore a little bit, but, you know. If it's what we gotta do, it's what we gotta do. This means you're not still locked into another person's opinion. People can't say to you, nice opinion. Got it from a YouTuber. Sometimes that does happen. I mean, I get it in some regards. Like, some people will find that they have a lot of commonalities with people that do reviews or whatever, and it's like, well, I could trust their opinion on this, and I don't need to look into it myself. Even if I do find that I trust the opinion on somebody, I always look into something myself. I always try to formulate my own opinion on something. Even if I'm on the fence about it. I was on the fence about getting this game, but I decided to take a chance. So far, it's not been bad. I dig it. I think of the 3 action RPGs that have come out in most recent years, with Liza P and Stellar Blade in this. This one might end up being the weakest, just because of reasons I've mentioned before, but I still think it's been pretty fun. This is also apparently the studio's first game, too, which I think is incredible. CCP must have, like, really been backing them or something. I don't know. I don't know how they did this. It's, like, incredible that they were managed to make something as competent as this. It kind of reminds, you know, this game kind of reminds me of, like, Chinese films. Like, wasn't there one a few years ago, like, they had, like, Mark Wahlberg or something? Or was it some, no, I think it was a bigger star. Might have been, like, Brad Pitt or somebody, but there was, like, one where it was, like, in some sort of fantasy movie on the Great Wall of China, and it had, like, one big Hollywood actor, and it looked like a competent movie, and it got a worldwide release, and it was, like, Chinese made, and I'm like, where do they pull this out of? But I think it was, like, all funded by the Chinese government. I think that might have been the case with this. It's, like, surprising how competent it's done, but you also question where and, like, how they got the means to create it. Maybe. I don't remember. It had something to do with the Great Wall. There was, like, dragons at the Great Wall, and it had, like, one singular Hollywood actor, and then the rest were all native Chinese actors. I don't remember if it was Forgotten Kingdom or not, though. Oh god, what is this? It's like everywhere we go is a potential boss.
Bloody hell. What's the hold up this time?
Oh, this is the thing that was making the tiger noises.
Suck your offerings and go breed more rats.
I think I'm here to, like, kill you or something.
Lock up the king's practice again. I'll serve your dimwit son up for supper.
This game has to be funded by the government. It's too good.
Ain't you that old loser? Where'd you come from? You bird-faced mug.
Yeah, again, just, I mean, the fact that it's the studio's first game, it's surprising how well it's done. I ain't saying it's the greatest game ever made. And, you know, Korean studio shift up with their second game. First major, like, AAA game that wasn't a gacha thing. Was a much, I think, better display than this is. But this is very impressive. Oh, he's got the sword out. He's got the sword. I kind of don't like the design of this guy. So, oh my god. With the weird, like, undergarment wrapping. Sort of freaking me out. The greatest game is blank. Can't go wrong with blank. I share your opinion. Yeah, I don't know if, well, I don't know. He didn't seem that bad. I was doing enough damage where I think I could get it. I just got to learn his moves. But I do wonder what was back here. There was the giant rat thing, which that seemed like a boss. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm just peeved by people that have such, like, a limited view of things and get... It's mostly the angry thing. Like, if people have a positive reception about something and they compare it to other stuff, I guess that's fine. But when you have such a negative reception to something and say that it, you know, one thing is a carbon copy of another, I guess I take more offense to that. It's like, it was kind of, I mentioned it before, but it's kind of offensive when people, like, play a JRPG and then they call it like a Persona-like, because that's like the only JRPG they've ever played. But it's in a positive light. They're like, oh, this is like Persona. And it's like, okay, I guess. Sure, if that's the only RPG you've ever played. It sort of is. And, you know, I kind of wish that those kind of people would play different types of games, but, you know, it's only so many hours in a day. I get it. It genuinely happens. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it on social media so much. Like, people complimenting, like they're checking out old games even or something, and they're like, oh, this is just like Persona. God, there's something in my eye again. Alright, hold on. I think I had used hand sanitizer earlier, and every time I rub my eyes, it like gets worse because of the alcohol, the residual alcohol from like 5 hours ago. Also, what's up, Chuck? I didn't see you there. Nah, you're good. If you're lurking, I appreciate it. Nothing needs to be said. Shit. Oh, he's close to being dead, too. Ah, damn it. We got him, but I feel like I've tried that before, or I tried to go for that super heavy attack when you got 2 focus points, and I fall short just by a bit. Or, well, he wasn't that bad. The tiger guy is a little bit worse, but... Also, I was a little concentrating on the boss bit, so... This game is Doom or Pong. Without them, innovations in games would have never happened. I mean, some people could say, I don't know about Pong, but, I mean, for the home console market, I could see where the argument can be made. But yeah, some people still consider Doom to be, like, the greatest game of all time. And I could see the argument for it, too. It's still a really good game, and it still holds up. I think it's worse when there has to be a paragraph on someone who just does not like the game. I mean, if a reason is valid, an opinion's an opinion. I guess if they want to explain themselves better, that's fine. But if it's like all surface level arguments and stuff without getting into the nitty gritty of things, and they feel the need to like go that in depth on something, then yeah, that could be annoying. But again, I don't have a problem with people if they have something in a positive light and they're comparing it to something that they know. So like the Persona likes, I roll my eyes, but it's harmless. Again, I wish that some people would, you know, maybe eventually play other games. But Zero Shadow, what's going on? Thank you. What's good? What's good with you? Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. But you know, again, it's harmless. But when people have like such a negative reception of something, they're like, oh, they're just trying to copy this thing, or it's a carbon copy or whatever, then I feel like, well, maybe you should broaden, you know, what you actually play before you make such harsh criticisms. But I can't tell people what to do, so whatever. People make up their own minds. Just I'm playing video games at home type of viewpoint, because before then you had to go somewhere else to play games. Yeah, definitely big for the home console market. I mean, Pong, there's so many Pong machines that it's crazy. I remember a long time ago that AVGN episode where he dedicated a whole episode just to like Pong machines. It was crazy. Start of the home consoles. Vibing, thriving, and surviving. I'm not doing too bad. We were having some issues with this game early on, but I think we got most of the kinks fixed, and so far we've been doing pretty good with this. But personally, I'm alright. this is a similar situation I was coming up to. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. The pacing in this game is so rapid because it feels like it's like boss after boss after boss. And granted, a lot of them are optional. I don't think you need to do it. And this one definitely seems like anytime there's a cutscene in front of a boss, that probably means you got to do it at some point. But it's like we just fought a boss, and then we're about to get into another boss battle. And before we fought the previous boss, we just came out of a boss battle. And before that boss battle, I had just fought a boss. So there's so many damn bosses in this game. Again, with these types of video games, that's like the funnest part usually. So I kind of don't mind, but it also is so weird. I mean, I dig it in a sense, but I kind of wish there was a little more level and something to do in between, like, massive amounts of bosses. But, I mean, if that's just how the game goes, it's whatever. I get used to it. It's not like a real criticism, I just find it so weird. Oh, this guy's gonna be rough.
What's left is the king's to us.
Once I get to know his moves, I do a little bit better. But he's got a lot of attack. He doesn't quite have like the delay on the moves like I dislike with a lot of these types of games in their boss battles, but there's something going on. I think it's just I'm not used to it yet. Just got a bunch of ingredients and shit. Ah, Arhat gold piece. Feeling gold from an Arhat statue's face? How outrageous. There surely must be a reason behind such an act. I was wondering because like these gold pieces that we got looked like they're peeled from a face. I was wondering if they were like death masks or something, but I guess that makes more sense. It's weird. It's like it spikes up and down. Like sometimes I'll fight an enemy or a boss and it's like much easier than I expect it to be. But then sometimes I'll go through and there's like, you know, like that bear thing. I tried it, I don't know, maybe like a half a dozen times, which I think is the most so far. But we didn't even see that on stream because I did that like right before, and then I jumped into the stream after it had just finished. Yeah, the black bear was probably the roughest for me so far. Everything else has like varying degrees of difficulty for me. Sometimes stuff will be super easy, and then sometimes things will be kind of tough. Spent like an hour on it. Cumulatively, I might have been close to that. I don't remember. This guy hits like a truck. He takes out like half my health with a big attack like that. Come again? Ow. Oh, that's a leg sweep. It's hard to tell because he's like somewhat immersed in the water. See, that's a delayed attack. That's the shit I don't like. I tried to use one of those freezing attacks on him, shit, and it didn't work.
What's left is the king's to us.
I think he might have been in the middle of something. There was something, it hasn't happened with a lot of bosses yet, but there was something with the, I think it was the bear guy, his first form, when he had like the human form. there was a time where I tried to use a freeze on him, and he wasn't like in the middle of an attack, but he had like a wind thing around him. Anyway, I think the wind thing protected him from the freezing spell. We did better that round though, so I mean, he probably got not necessarily a second form, but like second wind moves. So I gotta watch out for that. But otherwise, not doing too bad. Messed up on the first one there. Alright, messed up on a lot of those, but alright, that didn't work. Once again, the transformation doesn't necessarily mean that I get the iframes for it. I don't know. Oh boy. So he hasn't done that yet. And that's early on. We haven't even done like a quarter. Well, maybe we've done a quarter of his health so far. Alright, that run was a little worse. I feel like we got 50% or more on the last one. I don't think there's anywhere else we can go, so this probably is the only thing we have left to do. I might try out one of those consumables. We haven't done that yet. There's a delay on that one. Oh shit. That was bad. I thought he was just doing a dashing move towards me. I didn't know he was going in the air to do a downward strike. Pretty rough. So Zero, if you're still here, have you beaten this game yet? I have not had a whole lot of time to play it. Prior to today's stream, I put maybe about 4 hours into it, and that was it. That was 2 hours on stream and then 2 hours off stream. But I hadn't played it any more than that, so I'm actually surprised I was able to get most of what we've gotten done tonight actually done. Because it sometimes with these games get a little rusty. See, that was a delayed attack. I gotta wait on that. I didn't do that, did I? What was that? Those combo attacks are the dangerous part. Because I don't think any time I've died, I've even had a chance to, like, heal. I've had, like, a lot of flask left. Okay. Wow, that was weird. Oh, shit. Okay, the game had a little hiccup there. I'm not saying I blame it necessarily for me losing, but I think it was mostly me hitting the stone thing. I think that might be another technique, though. Maybe something we could pick up. Similar to the wind thing that we can do. I still haven't had a chance to use any items either. Problem with this guy, sometimes, I mean, you can get away from him and then you have like a little bit of a reprieve, but once he starts getting a combo on, it's like you don't, I mean, your best bet is just to dodge. You can't really run from it. I have trouble with that move too. There's a couple of moves he does where there's a delay. And I think those mess me up more than most anything else. Oh shit. I saw me dodging too. I should have pressed it earlier. I wonder if I can apply those before getting in. Oh yeah, I even have another one. I wonder how long it lasts. I don't think I've used a single consumable yet. The other thing I find odd about this game is that sometimes the lock-on, like if an enemy gets immediately behind you, it takes a second to for the camera to swivel over. I feel like with other games it kind of snaps over to him a little quicker. Oh shit, wow, he broke out of that quick. Hey, that worked against that move. His weird little stone tiger thing. Maybe we could do that next time.
Lay waste! I'll wreck you! Take this!
Oh shit!
Fancy running, do you? Your destiny's right there!
Finally, I get a good look at that move where I can actually see what he's doing. Shit. That might have been the best attempt yet. Dude. This is a little shoddy, but I think we got to see most stuff. The weird thing where he turns into like a stone tiger. The problem is, well, one time he did it, and then we were able to do the wandering white headbutt, and it actually disrupted him. The second time he did it, it's that dodge move. And the third time he did it, I don't know what happened. I don't think I even touched him, and he kind of like broke out of it and staggered as if I did. So kind of weird. I don't know if this ended up helping all that much. It might have. Again, that was probably one of our better runs. I missed every one of those dodges.
Take this! Where with your rubbish tricks? Get out here!
It's definitely touching the stone thing is what triggers it. Well, that should be obvious, but
What's left is the king's to have.
I need some eye drops or something. My eyes are like reddening. Yeah, this is one of those tougher ones. Everything else we've done today has not been quite as brutal as this, at least for me. I'll give it a couple more goes. We'll see how it handles. And then otherwise I may need to see if there's maybe something we missed, because might need a break. Sometimes with these bosses, especially if I'm going after them for a long time, it's like my senses start to dull. And I finally dodged that. You can't leave him alone like too long on his own, otherwise he starts doing those long range moves, which I think suck more than his close range ones. One more time and I need a break from him. Tiger Vanguard. Yao Guai King. I'm pretty sure that's popped up before. Fearsome beast, terrifying sight. Oh, look at that. Gold and blood from the Iron Bull. Something on the other side, too. I didn't even give any credence to checking around here. Oh, those are those weird worms. Some kind of offering, I guess. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, wait, no, we did that, didn't we? Or did? Maybe I didn't, because I don't think it gives you the option. No, I think we did. I think we did this. Skip. Yeah, I don't think I got anything from that. Speaking of which, we've done all those bosses. I have not put any points in any of my sparks. Or my sparks into any of my attributes. So that actually might help us out a little here. I do like that critical hit chance potential. I'll give myself a little more health. I use the smash stance too often to not try and upgrade this, I think. What is this? Put 7 points out. Slightly increases damage dealt by all varied combos. That might not be bad. I do like to toss it in there every now and again. So it increases health upon consuming a focus point, which I don't use the 2 at once all that often, so. From a light attack, X upon seeing through the enemy's initiates a light attack combo from a 3rd move. Did I awaken that? Because I don't even know what that means. I think it had something to do with this, maybe. Resolute Strike. Which I think is when you use the full focus point. One can see through the incoming enemy attacks and nullify their damage. Oh, I think that means it gives you iframes, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if it needs to be used during a specific point, though. Sprinting while charging. Oh, yeah, I was kind of thinking about doing that, too. Talent level considerably increases damage reduction upon a charged heavy attack. I never feel like I have enough time for that. Maybe if there was a way I could increase the charge time. I don't know. I might do that, though, because I use those moves quite a bit in the smashing stance. Smashing. Once again, getting me with those combos. Shit. Backing away from me. Dodged too early right before that.
Quick with your rubbing! Take this!
Ah, damn. We did a little better on him. I think he was at a little under halfway. So it's probably the best attempt in a while. Alright. I need something else to look at for a second, so let me go back. This way. I don't know if there's anything over here. We fought the bats in this area, but I don't remember if there was a dead end or what. Got a Yaogwai core, that's nice, from just like a bat enemy. Oh yeah, okay, this was a dead end, because there was a chest here. Impassable passage there. That's nothing. And that's blocked off. Lovely little torch there though, got a sconce and everything. Let me go back over to where we fought, fought the big rat man. I feel like the big rat man had something lying in wait there. It's weird because we fought him. There was like a big to-do about him. Because he had an introduction and everything with a cutscene, but it's like we fought him and then it didn't really do anything. I mean, I think we got like some items or something probably, but was there anything else? Is there a path I missed? Statue here. It's like I looked down here. Yeah, I didn't want to go down there. And that was just like a chasm drop. Nice little Buddha wall, it's kind of interesting. But outside of that, I mean, this is all arena too, so I don't think they don't usually let you just climb around the arena. I don't think there's anything around there. Very odd. Unless he just gave us some item or something like that. I mean, sometimes when you beat... Oh, there might be something down here. Sometimes when you beat like a boss, they'll give you like some sort of material or something that you can use in crafting, but typically when you have something you can craft, it pops up as a new item in the shrine menu. You got the little red dot next to it indicating that there's something new there, and I don't think I saw that. Unless I glossed over it. I guess that's possible. I don't remember, like, which is the way we came from. Wait, down there might have been a new path. Because I think going back that way leads to that little graveyard. Oh no, we saw this. I commented on the centipedes. A lot of little areas that lead to... It's a very interesting ambiatic noise. A lot of little areas that don't really lead to anything. I think for the most part there's usually like an item or something you can pick up, so at least there's that. Seems to be locked from the other side. Shit. A mystery. Thinking about it, back in this area, was there anything here? Tonight, probably not too much longer. I gotta get up semi-early. Required sternness, stone, keenness of tiger. Oh, okay, I guess we gotta beat the tiger boss for that. I wonder if that's in reference to the two heads, which we beat both of them. I don't remember the unique item, or any unique items that we might have gotten from them, though. But those are the only, like, henchman-like enemies that I could think of. There's a bridge over here. I don't remember seeing that before. Anyway, I might explore around here a little bit. We'll see if there's something else we can find. Either another boss, because I'm sure there's another one around the corner, or I might attempt to try to do the tiger boss again. He's a little rough, though. I feel like maybe, if at all possible, I might need to get some skills up for him, so... It's kind of how it was for that one weird Yao Guai that I use his transformation ability for a lot now. It's like, he was really rough when I first tried to fight him, and then I came back after that first stream, and that was only like an hour later or something like that, and he was a lot easier to handle by that point. I mean, he's still kind of tough, but I was actually able to beat him. What the hell was that? Rockman, and not Mega Man. Mystic's art breathes life into stone, a servant bestowed, but caution be shown. Nature fierce, beware its provocation, for crossing its path brings fatal devastation. Pause and read at your leisure. Okay, I guess that's not breakable or movable. It's just a woven basket. We got something else new here. Porcupine Man, nice. Maybe not. I think those are just 2 branches. I'm like, oh, the forgotten porcupine. First time he hit me, just that one time. Oh, I should have taken a look and see what he was. He wasn't a porcupine. Fright Cliff. Oh, we got a whole other area here. Yeah, I think maybe we'd probably want to go through here and then come back to Tiger Man a little bit later. I think we might have intruded on his territory a bit early, at least for my skill level. Is that a Batman or what? I don't trust these guys because I think they're ranged. Took him out in one of those hits. I mean, that was 3 focus point charges, but... Knee. Buddha's eyeball. Key item, huh? Ah, that's what I'm looking for. New area, new shrine. I don't need to rest just yet. Whoa. Oh. He was not finished attacking. God damn it. More chanting. Oh yeah, another Buddha head. Or some kind of head. Oh, he's not dead yet. Got a second wind. And I don't know what happened, but something we did makes the charging a lot faster for that heavy attack, which is excellent because it's a really good attack. I never execute it though because it takes too long to charge in the middle of a battle. At least for like the important fights. I mean, you'd think you'd only need 2 eyeballs, but I suppose in the mystical land of China, that might not always be the case. Whoa. A little laggy with that one, too. Too many particle effects, I think. It's another not porcupine man. Shit. I didn't even kill that one up there. How'd you miss that? Oh, goddamn. That's happened before, I know it has. Sometimes the lock-on, when you execute a move like that, most other games, even when you have the move executed, they'll like readjust if the enemy happens to move out of your range and you're locked onto them. But with this one, specifically with that move, the super heavy attack, yeah, you ain't always gonna get it. Alright, let's kind of run through here. Hopefully the enemies don't aggro too far. Sometimes it seems like they do, sometimes it seems like they back off pretty easy. Might depend on specifically which type, though. Okay, I'm gonna try to approach him from here so we don't activate Porcupine Man. He might still aggro, but... Oh, we got the kicks. Got a regular Hitmonlee over here. Oh, hey, there's a shrine over here as well. Oh yeah, this is a big ol' area. Tons of stuff over here. I'm wishing I would have looked this way before even attempting Tiger Man. Quit neighing like a horse. You're a porcupine. I didn't do a shitload of damage with him there. Did a lot with that one enemy, but that's because he's using a shield here. Ooh, comboed him right before he got his hit in. What is this? Grave marker, maybe. Kind of looked like he was guarding something, but... yeah, this just goes over to the other end. Oh, shit! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Man, that's such a good attack. Gonna have to use it against one of our boss friends. Let me take a look at this real quick. Yeah, no, nothing popped up in terms of crafting, so... I don't think there's... from like the big rat mutant boss that we fought before, I don't think we got anything from him that was substantial. Maybe a key item that we use eventually, or maybe it even got us to that back area where the temple was. Whoa, okay. I'm in the middle of something here, buddy. Yeah, you gotta wait your turn. Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. Shit. Well, at least this time I don't have to like grab, at least I hope I don't, I need to grab a Buddha eyes, so probably see him coming. Oh, wow. I wasn't even sure I was doing any damage to him, but got a full combo in him there. This looks like an arena. On the cliff it says bound by 6. Oh, that's too fast. 6 seals eternally confined in yellow earth, evils. Fate entwined. Okay. That might have to do with the Buddha eyes that we've been finding. So maybe we unlock a boss battle here by the time that we... Whoa, okay, maybe not. Stone Vanguard. Another boss. Shit. That was a waste. Not doing a ton of damage to him. I mean, he is made of rock and everything, but... make sure we get that. Surprised I made it out without. Whoa, jeez. Taking a hit there. I like how he's made of stone. I guess he's bipedal, so... But somehow they modeled ass cheeks on him. Oh man, that sucked. Lots and lots and lots of defense. He is a tough guy, but he's super slow. I think he's easy to probably read. I was taking a lot of hits from him, but even still, easy enough to read. But yeah, that summoning little enemy types. I wonder what the Rockman is then. Because you got the Vanguard there, and it's like the Rockman's fate is intertwined with, I think, the Buddha eyes. So I wonder if it's an additional boss, or maybe he's somebody that can help you. I'm over here now. Decent amount of damage to him. I think if I had gotten that final hit in there, I probably would have been able to do a full sweep, but not quite. Uh-oh. One of these guys, but he's blue. Blue ones are usually tougher. Okay, I mean, I was docked a little bit on health, but Christ. I think he took. Well, I couldn't quite catch where it was. I was either a third down or I was half down. I mean, if I was half down, he took out half my health bar, so that's still pretty bad. But if I was a third down, that's even worse. I'm gonna go see if I can get him. Okay. Shit. Specifically, I was hoping it wouldn't happen. And they got me mid-transform. He bumped me up with his shield. That was some kind of grabbing attack I wasn't expecting. Grabbed me, slung me down, and then the second one came in. Alright, I think we gotta kill 2 enemies before we go to him. At least those guys are easy to stagger. He was coming for me, I was coming for him. And we did not meet in the middle. Good enough. It was almost better when I didn't lock on. Easy peasy. More blood of the Iron Bull. Oh, right. He's got a spirit for us, too. Oh, you know what? It might have been with the black bear, but we did get an item that said that it would identify enemies that had spirits. And I guess those are the ones that you could take and use for your own attacks and advantages. I wasn't really thinking about it, but it was just a passing thought that I had not seen those enemies before, yet I had still gotten, you know, the souls or whatever previously. But I don't remember them glowing blue, but that's because we got some sort of attribute that identifies them now. I mean, one of them was the big head, big body man, but, you know, you look at him, doesn't really look like anything else in the immediate area, so you could probably imagine that he's going to be tougher than most everything else, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Good stuff. Catch him unawares. Catch him with the britches down. I'm telling you, those crits, you get in there, some of them will do some massive damage. What is that? Ah, Warthog Man.
Raise thy cup, seek answers on high. Who defies death 'neath every sky? Oh, I messed up my mission. Go find something to sober me up.
What helps with that? Pumbaa Man. A little bit.
2 more jars from Windrest. Make it quick.
Alright. I was gonna say, I gotta get ingredients for like a prairie oyster or something, but I guess we'll find some jars from Windrest. Oh, hey. A meditation spot. We can use this to get more sparks. Cool. Just one that time. I feel like the first time I got to one of the meditation spots, it gave me 2. But I'm either misremembering or that first one was very generous. I don't know if I'd consider the Screaming Man in the background like background music, but I guess it works. Yeah, the music in this game is very understated, I think. Even for like some of the boss battles and stuff. Every once in a while you get like a big one. I think the bear one in particular had elements of like a full orchestra in it, but everything prior to that, it's just like a lot of percussion, which I don't mind. It sounds fitting too, so I mean, that's good. Oh, I should be able to fit in there, come on. But yeah, it fits the tone and the theme, but it, you know, it's not memorable, I guess. And I'm not saying that for every game that's got a boss battle, I remember the boss music, but especially for this type of game where they're doing like unique ones for pretty much each fight. It's like sometimes there's something that you pick up on. But, you know, end of the day, again, at least it fits the theme and the tone of the game. Some of the lyric stuff is a little weird. But it's in Chinese, so I don't know, that might be what's making it weird. Shit. Really don't like these plant men. Aged ginseng. Alright. Big empty area, except for Warthog guy. So he's a side quest. There's some big stone doors there. I don't know what those entail. I might try this one more time. I don't think I'm going to beat him, but we got a full gourd. After fighting him that first time, I was like, his moves should be easy to read, but I'm having trouble reading them. I wasn't even looking at him that time. I was looking at my health. Okay, wow. I guess I wasn't expecting that much of a radius. I still think he's probably not going to be too bad. I didn't even notice the name of this area, Rock Rest, so Wind Rest got to be somewhere around here. Excuse you. I don't think there's anything out that way, but back this way, past the cave, I'm pretty sure. We kind of took it like a detour into the cave because it looked like it was a branching path, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll go that way. Buddha head. Multiple things still trying to kill me. I already hear another one, jeez. I don't know how to get up there though. Oh shit, one of these guys. Oh wait, that might be the other side. Guess I wasn't aware that path connected all the way down here. Okay, I see the staircase.
Oi, lad, come here, will ya? Some bastard has got me trapped in this rock with his spell. Even the rocks on the ridge have come to life. In that cave, there's a rock guy lurking. Secrets, I bet. Should you uncover the reason, I shall find my way out. Rocks turning into guys. It's no small matter.
Alright. I noticed that when there is, like, I don't know how to phrase it, like an international game, like a game that's not made where games usually are made. So a game that's not made in Japan, a game that's not made in America, a game that's not even made in, like, England, somewhere in the British Isles. Typically, when they do a English dub, they tend to go for, like, the British accents. There's not really a whole lot of Americans or any sort of other accent or anything along those lines, but it's always the British. I wonder if, like, British voice actors are just, like, cheap, or if that's, like, specifically the tone they want to have. I thought it was kind of funny with Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's like they went so far out of their way for the authenticity and everything, but they didn't go for, like, English. I don't even know where that game takes place anymore, I forget, but English-speaking whatever natives were from the country of origin of that game. But everybody just had a British accent. I mean, it worked. It's like, it's not high fantasy, but it's like medieval type, and I think when a lot of people think of medieval things, they think England, English knights. But it's like this, and in China, I feel, especially, it feels odd to me that a lot of these, whatever they are, I mean, I guess like the monkeys maybe didn't sound English, from what I recall. Haven't heard him speak in a while. It's like everybody else got that English accent. Had about enough of you. I don't even know what's on your shield. It's like a jaguar or something. You don't need that. It sounds windy over here. I wonder if this is Windrest. A bunch of torches lit like it's a path or something, but I think it's just indicating this thing. I think that was a, yeah, Yao Guai core. I got a mine core too. Oh, hey, that giant tornado. We saw that in the distance, kind of towards the beginning of the stream. See it much clearer now. Whoa, okay. Popped out a lot quicker than most of the others. I'm not really seeing anything else that looks like a key point. I feel like we hit all of it. And I don't know that I've picked up any jars that we can give to Warthog Man. There's a possibility I might have missed a chest or something. There were a handful of things. There's like a whole cave and path I missed from the first stream. It's like areas that I had gone through, and when I was working my way back through just to make sure that I had gotten everything, yeah, there was a handful of stuff I missed. So I'm wondering if that might be the case here. Might have a better set of eyes when it's not 1 a.m. and I'm not streaming. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to charge for one, but I was distracted by the glowing thing in the background. I think it was just a ginseng plant. Now we gotta level up. Let me take a look at something. So in our inventory, key items, 5 of them, shit, okay. Eyeball extracted from the chanting Buddha heads of Fright Cliff. It may be inlaid somewhere else. Damn. I think, according to the inscription that was on the statue or whatever it was, there were 6. Damn it. rest. They only seem to be in this area, though. You can hear them from a decent distance away, too. But once we had moved kind of into the area where even that, oh, but you know what? Oh, shit. Whoa, 2 of these guys? Goddamn. I was going to say, I don't think there's any heads that are in the area of where the stone boss was, but I'm not really seeing anything here. I wonder if the boss is guarding the last head. It would make perfect sense. I was going to do a quick little run through to see if I heard anything, but quite honestly, I feel like that might be it. Okay. Enemies mobilized, massively increases engaged distance stagger attack. Don't need that. That's by level. When the enemy is mobilized, the moment they attack extends immobilization duration massively, increases damage the enemy takes. I was kind of thinking that sounded good, but like the execution of it might be a little hard. We'll see. It's kind of like a parry, but not really. Covers a moderate amount of mana upon crashing the immobilization on the enemy. That might be nice. I wonder how that would free me up. Casting it no longer interrupts the combo. Each talent level. That might be better with the parry method, actually. Increase the maximum health of the decoy. Oh, this is, yeah, Cloud Step. There's also the transformations here. We haven't really put anything into them. When I look into it, I'm like, I'm going to put a couple points in health or something. But when I look into it, it seems like some of the abilities might actually be pretty damn good. I don't know. We'll see. We do have the option to reset. I don't think there's any major cost for that. You got to give up a little bit of will, but I don't think it's that bad. But if you want to reset the skill points, I've done it before by accident. So if I regret something or I feel like I want to experiment with something else, I guess there is that possibility. Oh, damn it. First time I fought him, he got me with that too. I tried to use the heavy attack and it didn't work. So he's not even casting those. I thought he was, but... they just kind of come out independently. Oh, we actually got it. Thank God. Oh, great. This shit again. Got you on that trick move. Alright. Nice. Sternness of stone. I wonder what that is. Said it was a key item actually, so it probably has something to do with... I wonder if... maybe not. I was wondering if it had something to do with the eyeballs. Mysterious gadget found on Stone Vanguard's body. Thank you. Has a strange shape and might be used to unlock a certain mechanism. Maybe it does. I think there was something to that. Alright. So there is the shrine here. Oh, we could craft something. Craft armor. Galeguard Beast Mask. Upon perfect dodges, grants considerable additional focus. Ooh, that's nice. Perfect dodge slightly reduces cooldown for all spells. That's even better. And I get more defense than what I'm currently wearing, so... heck yeah. Oh, hey, there's a full, like, armor set, too. Jeez. On perfect dodges, grants considerable additional focus. Okay. I see. Nice, we've gained enough willpower and resources over our travels and exploration that we can just craft the full set. Very nice. Looking a bit deadly there. Enemies this way. I am curious if... oh shit, what the hell is that? Zombies? I was going to say, I am curious if the final Buddha head is here. There's a possibility that the mask might be the final piece, though. Or not. Not letting me interact with it anymore. Oh. Do we need to hit it? I hit it last time. like when I'm hitting it, there are more heads popping up. Well, that is odd. I guess there's probably one more Buddha head we're missing. Music kind of puts me on edge, though. I don't get it. Okay, this looks like it's leading into the tornado area, which is probably the wind rest now that we're so close to it. So that's probably where we need to go in order to get the booze or whatever for the warthog. Might be more to it than that. At least we were able to clear this part. I was getting a little worried with that tiger guy. I was like, boy, if I can't manage to beat him. And I think I could have gotten him. We got him pretty damn close. We got him like halfway down or a little over. So a little more work in, a little more focus. And I mean that in the literal sense and not the video game sense. We probably would manage with what we got. But we've also gotten a bit of some level ups. So, got some new stats, got some new armor. I think we already had this weapon when we were fighting him, but that aside, we could probably go back and do some decent damage with him now. Probably take care of him a little bit quicker. I think I'm going to save that for later, though. Weird looking statue. It's got the body of a lion and the head of a man. Alright. I'm going to stop here. We've been going for about 4 hours, so that's good enough for me, I think. But overall, pretty good stream. I sort of wish the game had worked a little better right off the bat, but I think that was more on me. I think I might have chosen some sort of something. I don't know. Some graphical setting that just did not work, so kind of was shitty, but oh well. Thank you, Chuckin. It was a good time for me as well. Glad having you here. Let me take a look at the old stream team and see what we got going on here. But yeah, anyway, we made a decent amount of progress, I feel, despite the fact that we had a bit of a hang up on the tiger boss. We still beat, like, God, 4 bosses or something like that, so I consider that a success. Let me see here. You as well, you have a good evening. Let me take a look. I don't know who this guy is. There is the stream team of Haikiri Nation, and I try to raid them when I can, at least once a week. But this guy is streaming some Resident Evil 2, SoulTaker5278. Friend of Haikiri's, I think, so I'll go ahead and raid him. I see Scoob's streaming. I'll probably check him out too, so guys check out Scoob. He's a great streamer. I think he's doing some Stellar Blades, so I'll probably want to take a look at that for a minute, but we'll go ahead and raid Soul Taker tonight. See what they're doing. Boy, he's got about 5 hours in on this game. Hold on, let me see. It looks like he's still in the middle of it. Alright, but anyway, you guys have a good night. We'll catch you next time, and I'll try to be back tomorrow. I think we'll do some Half-Life Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 1. Let me be specific with that. And yeah, I don't remember if that's the long one or the short one, but we could even leak over into the second episode, so we'll see how long it goes. But anyway, you guys have a good night. See you next time. Take care.